Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days. Welcome to this week's Smackdown live review. So it was the 900th episode and there is just so much to talk about. I just don't even know where to begin. I mean, this was a great Smackdown. There was really only one bit that I didn't enjoy, and that was the tag match, you know, the kind of multi-man tag match thing. Was it 4 teams against 4 teams? And it had like the Headbangers in there, and it had Ascension, Vaudevillains, Spirit Squad, and then on the other side I think it was Breezango, the Usos, the Hype Bros, and why can't I remember the other team? It was American Alpha, only the best team out of all of them. So yeah, I wasn't into it. I mean, like, the end was cool with the Uso Crazy and Grand Amplitude picking up the victory, but this came after a really, really hot segment. I'd say the best segment on this show was the Smackdown women against the Raw women. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. You know, the match, Nikki Bella Carmella was all right. I didn't realise as well, it said on Carmella's info kind of slide that always comes out when they come out, it says that she was a dancer for Rihanna's World Tour. I never knew that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And You Can't See Me from Carmella as well, which I thought was cheeky. There was a lot of good moments in this match. I didn't hate the match, it's just that the pace was too slow. Like, it had a good pace to start with, and like Carmella actually was kind of like tying Nikki up in the ropes at times. Quite a few times where she was like bending around the ropes or grabbing her hair around the ropes, and she was using the ring well. Carmella is just completely different person to the Carmella we saw in NXT. She is so confident now, like, but uses it better. It's really hard to explain, but she feels more comfortable now. I think that's what it is. You know, maybe she's like fully stepped out of the shadow of Enzo and Big Cass. She was always in their shadow in NXT, and I think she definitely has stepped out of that now. But anyway, look, I'm getting distracted. I knew there was so much to talk about. But yeah, when Charlotte came down to ringside, that was awesome, and you knew that it was going to explode, and it did. You know, Nikki Bella, you know, I think she hit Charlotte or pull her over the barricade, can't quite remember, but that it all starts from there. And then the Raw women come down. It's really weird seeing Bayley like taking cheap shots of someone on the floor. I think she was taking cheap shots of Nikki Bella. It's like, that's Bayley? Bayley shouldn't be doing that. It was really weird. And then you've got, like, obviously Sasha, who's this massive face, but she's kind of, she walks that line, doesn't she? You know, she has been this massive heel in the past as well, so she can kind of get away with doing things like that. Nia Jax, jeez, just like, bye. See you later, you know? It's just like chucking people around everywhere. And then when she went through the barricade, that thing was vicious. She like explode, like the ringside exploded. She's like, that woman, man, she is the difference maker. But then obviously the reinforcements come down, and like Natalia was down as well, and it was good, man. It was a good segment. Before that, we got King Booker. King Booker came back for a very fun promo. Breezango, just, you know, I'm a big Breezango fan, so they came out dressed as the Fashion Police. And it was alright, you know, it wasn't amazing by any means, but it was alright. Before that, we got One Lorcan against Kalisto. This is like a wow moment for me, because if you watch NXT, you'll know that One's only been in a handful of matches. He is not a major name at all. Yeah, just really weird that he was the person that they kind of gave that opportunity to. And I thought he did well. You know, very quick out of the blocks, slipped from Kalisto when Kalisto was trying to do a springboard, some kind of springboard move. He went to go off the ropes and slipped and fell. One, you know, didn't stand there and wait a sec, straight on top of him, went for the pin. You know, it was good stuff from One, but it was a quick match and it's a real shame. I've said before, One Lorcan strikes me as a cross between like Skinner, for those of you that remember Skinner, and Cesaro, because he's really good in the ring. And then before I'm really going a weird way. I'm actually kind of working from the middle of the show back to the start. I don't know why I've started doing that, but that's what's happening. Before that, we had Alexa Bliss, man, backstage, absolutely awesome. Loved her segment showing Daniel Bryan the match from last week, and Daniel Bryan was like, look, I saw it the first time, I saw it the second time, this is like the 5th time you're showing me now, Alexa. Your rematch, you will get it, but it's gonna have to wait. And like, the way that she was talking, her facial expressions, she's awesome. Natalia as well coming out with that, look, if you get knocked down, you get up again. Don't ever let them keep you down. And she was going through the Chumbawamba song, which Alexa pointed out. And I love that line from Natalia where she goes, what's a Chumbawamba? Maybe what wasn't so fun was the first match. It was a very hard-hitting match. Really wasn't much fun in it. The Spirit Squad came down at one point, but let me just read my notes I've got here. I've got fantastic pace. And also, when Miz came out, his little sidebar, one of his kind of achievements was that he's married to one of the most talented and beautiful women in the world. What? It says who? The Miz. Is The Miz writing his own sidebar now? I don't know. So, lovely pace. Really fast. There was no interference from Maurice throughout the majority of this match. Nice taunting of Daniel Bryan from The Miz with the yes and the kicks. Running knee as well. That's Daniel Bryan's like finisher, wasn't it, towards the end? Into a skull crushing and a massive 2 count. A mini zigzag, foot on the rope from The Miz. Spirit Squad came down, figure 4, but got to the ropes for Ziggler. A roll up, and this is how it finished. Roll up, and they were right by the ropes. Dolph looks like he's going to get the 3, and Maurice pushes him, which just rolls it all over. Turns it into like a reversal for The Miz. The Miz gets the 3, and you've got a new Intercontinental Champion. Loved the match. Felt like it needed more time, actually. And not a massive fan of the finish. I hate these cheap roll-ups. I would much rather have seen, if Miz is going to win, just let Miz win. I don't like this whole Spirit Squad, Maurice, just constant cheating. Gets really tiring. So kind of soured the match for me, but the match itself was fantastic. Really, really great match. So now we get Sami Zayn against The Miz at Survivor Series, which should be cool. And then that kind of brought us, I'm going to jump right to the end now. This brought us to the end. Edge came out, looked like Grizzly Adams with his big beard. And some nice moments in this. I liked it when, the team came out and he's like, I want to shake the hand of the guy that I respect the most, and then shook James Ellsworth's hand, and then Ellsworth was like, I want to do a 5-second pose, and Styles wouldn't let him, and everyone got their little moments in and everything. And then out came Undertaker, and you can see my reaction to that. I've got a full reaction video to that. But yeah, great moment. Loved the fact it was in the middle of a segment and that didn't finish, and then we did Undertaker after. Middle of a segment. Look, what can you say about this? It was a little disappointing because not much was said, but there was enough said to make it intriguing. First of all, he's back. What does that mean? How long for? What's that mean? He says he's back, and then he said that there was nothing to fear, or there's no reason to fear failure. So he turned into like a cheerleader. It was really weird. He was like the 3rd member of the Spirit Squad, because it was very apparent. Really, it kind of, the way it built up, I honestly thought Shane was going to step to one side and go, look, you take my spot. Yeah, Undertaker, you're in this team. I thought that's what was going to happen, but it didn't. And so it doesn't look like Undertaker's going to be at Survivor Series, which is really weird. And looks like he might be around after. I'm wondering, right, is it going to be AJ Styles versus Undertaker at WrestleMania, at Royal Rumble. I just think, right, that maybe the men's... I don't know. I don't want to make predictions yet. I'm going to think about it, but somehow I can see Undertaker and AJ Styles on a collision course. I think Styles would win, but I think whatever comes out of that match needs to set up Undertaker's WrestleMania match. Personally, this will not happen. Let me make this clear. This will not happen, right? But Undertaker Styles at Royal Rumble, Undertaker wins. Undertaker gets the title, right? Headlines WrestleMania as the champion, right? And Sting gets his match. Sting gets one last match. If he wins, he can win the championship and then forfeit it the next night. If he loses, he's still, he's done for good. He's done for good anyway, but at least he can say he had his match against Undertaker. But the problem is he would be 0-2 at WrestleMania. I like that. I really like that, because for me, Sting should always have been a WWE champion. I've got no problem with putting the belt on Undertaker. I really should, because I really think that other people should be competing for it. But I don't know. I really want Sting to have that one last match, and I really want to see Undertaker Sting. And it doesn't have to be for the title, but I really would love Sting to have that moment, of being WWE champion. But it won't happen. It won't happen. I don't know what they're gonna do. And I suppose it was. That's what I'm saying. There was enough intrigue in it to make it interesting. I will do my Survivor Series predictions. They will be coming up very, very soon, next couple of days. But yeah, I think that's it for now. This was a really good show. I'd love to know your thoughts. Drop it in the comments below. I always read the comments, even if I don't get a chance to reply to them all. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I really would appreciate it. And I think that's everything, Great show. Right, thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.